I was jamming so hard over here. I almost went live with the music on. That would have been bad, chat. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Hope everyone's doing well. Needle Girl, 35 months of subbing. Whoa. No Medic with the raid. 14 of you wonderful no medics heading over this way. I appreciate you. Hope you're doing well. Glad to check you out the other day. I will be trying to get in there more often, more frequently. So it was super cool to have you like, hey, I got to go to work. Let's go raid, Brad. I appreciate that very, very much. So hope you're doing well. Zane's dad, 14 months or so, but no bod right out the gate. All right, let me clear off my desk here. I was doing a little bit of writing beforehand. I was just letting this ink dry before we close it down. Let me get all my, I literally had a mess going here. The Mongoose, 18 months of sub, and Blogwall to 16 months of sub, and let's go. No bod. All right, having audio issues. Oh, hope not, literally any. Hope you get them fixed. Raid timing works out perfectly. I know. It's like, I don't want you to like have to go to work or anything, but you know, it does kind of work out. All right, what are we doing, chat? We are unprepared. Toby, we are unprepared. Oh, let's see here. What fun do we have? All right. Oh. Oh. Digging through the, let's do this. This is right at the top. Boom. Right at the top of the list. Power Belly, 52 months of subbing. Pekka Purple Plumes, 14 months of subbing by Apple Tater. I always forget that one. 6 months of subbing. Thank y'all all so much. Armageddon, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Glad you're here. How about something on top of the icebox for giveaway? I don't think I have anything right now. Hydrate and posture check. Gosh, we need all of those things. I dip bananas into coffee. Welcome, welcome. Good morning, everyone. All right, let's do, just give away the PA 100 box. I mean, there is something to be said for starting from scratch, but don't get any ideas. Oh, literally the box? No. With all the pins in it? Yeah, definitely not. Definitely not. Ruben Vasquez, 2 months of sub, and hope you're doing well. All right, let me get this giveaway going here. So we have another Sinclair. But we're gonna have lots of not giveaways. I have so much to go through. This is a special camo one, and I'm gonna launch this, and then we're gonna take a look at it and see what's up with it. But let me go ahead and get this going because that's what we like to do here. All right, exclamation point giveaway. We have a very rare, highly sought after camo Notco Sinclair. I wonder what's wrong with this one. Its field notes notebooks fit in a Sinclair. Yes, it was designed for that. It was actually designed like the right notepads that are a little bit wider. They fit in there too. So yes, easily you can fit 3 field notes in here. So they are wide enough. So let me let's take a look and see what's up with this case. So it's definitely a little bit off kilter here. The zipper, whoop-de-doo, right? As y'all would like to tell me, whoopee, Brad, whoopee. Oh no, so terrible, right? A little stitchy, a little messy stitchy, but that's like 2 seconds of cleanup there. Like that's a non-issue right here. Just a little clip, little clip and burn here. Just don't drop this case or you never find it. Can y'all actually see this case? I'm curious. Yeah, like pretty good shape here. This one's just like a little bit off kilter in every way. A little bit angle here, but like none of it too bad. Got my blue one Saturday. Nice. Hope you enjoy it. But yeah, I like this one's just a little bit off kilter in every little way. Yes, it's a very fitting one. Manglero. It's a very fitting. So y'all like can't see it until I open it, right? So so then it's just like looking into it's just like I open a portal here. Now you can't see it. So yeah, that's where we're at. Pretty good shape. Little bit of tweaks here and there, but This is just a great example of Brad being Brad when he looks through a case. So glad to give this one away to y'all. Thank you for the Ink Drops Redemptions no bod. How are we doing this morning? Cheers. Is that for taking fountain pens hunting? Yes, absolutely. Man, only if we did the interior in like fluorescent yellow. The crabs do live in a forest. All right, y'all got about 30 seconds left. That reminds me. Let me get this. It needs. Yeah, we thought it when we designed this. We were like, well, not for our first. Let's not go full like hunter mode because neither Jeff or I were hunters. Like, let's not go like full like Bass Pro Shop on the first run here. But we both like the camo exterior, especially the woodland camo. So this pattern's called Woodland. This is a very classic camo. It's a very, it's got bigger, broader patterns in it. It's just a very classic style called Woodland. But yeah, we've used the blaze orange later in other things, but we didn't want to just go full on hunter mode here. What was I doing? All right, that giveaway is over. What pattern? I know. Can't see it. See, I don't know if y'all are asking me real questions or not. Can't see it. Can't see it. Then I say the answer and you go, I got him. All right, I'm going to pick a winner. Pick a winner. 3 Sphinxes. 3 Sphinxes. Let's go. Good morning to you and your 3 Sphinxes. I feel like I need to show the cats if you win, right? Where are they? We're still way behind in putting up all the things. Oh yeah, we gotta go with this one. We gotta go with this is the best one. This is morning. Like we call this one "Good Morning Cat." I love this one. Real question: did you ever chat with the company making the cases such that their QC and your QC lined up? Oh boy, did we! We had plenty of like on sites. It's endless. It never ends. It never ends. Yeah. But this one, we made ourselves. This is just Jeff and I making this one. We never, our vendor never made these. Started keeping a plastic tub of joy for Pen Club giveaways inspired by your icebox of happiness. Love it. Do you see improvement over the time? Oh, yeah. We have like great stories from that time to where, I'm sorry, let me finish this. 3 Sphinxes, email me. Tell me you won the Sinclair camo. Email me your shipping address. So what we would do, the conversations we'd have, we'd like literally go there. Anonymous gifted subs. Let's go. Let's go, anonymous gifter. Thank you so much for the gifted subs. That is super awesome. I really, really appreciate it. Sergeant Story. I lost my voice there on that one. Sergeant Story with the 10 gifted subs. Let's go. Excuse me. Lost my voice there. So we got. I'm going to come back to your question, Andrew, because I think it's a good question too. It's a good topic of conversation. So me and Sergeant Story finally got that friend of the show in this weekend. I published it Monday, so thank you, Todd, for joining me. We talk about Twitch gifted subs. So if you're a Pen Addict member, that is in your podcast queue. I hope you enjoy our conversation. It was a good one, and I think you can see I didn't pinpoint this, but I wrote a little note. As Todd and I were talking. And if you hear this episode and you think about the gifted subs, before we even got to that question, you could hear how often Todd just wanted to help other people by sharing products. And so this seems like a continuation of that. So I was going to connect that. Dot for everyone there, but in the show with Todd, but I never could break that in there into the flow. So thank you so much. Thank you so much, Todd. Thank you so much, anonymous gifted subber. Enjoy your emotes, chat. We're gonna have new emotes coming soon, so all of you new subs, you're going to be able to check out all these fresh new emotes coming from Eric Draws. Hopefully this month, but we'll see. No rush. Todd thinks it makes you think of zebra. True. That is a different... That one's Todd. You got to say it that way. Boo to the screw. Boo to the screw. Sorry about that, Rattler Jen. Something neat I came across yesterday. So I am going to finish this story. Ooh. Of course you would come across this, Zane's dad. Via the Slack. Not a new SE. All right, I will check that out too. We're going to pull this up. What a joke. Oh, sorry. We'll hit that in a second. Spore. So when you log in to the Pen Addict member site, on the left, you'll see on the sidebar, you'll see podcasts, and then you have a link. So it's like a private podcast. You did pick up your new Novelore pen this morning? Nice. Nice. Oh man, I thought that was the last alert. I like to let all the alerts go. My apologies. I didn't mean to cut them off early. I think we had them most. Okay. Yeah. So if you're Pen Addict members, you can see all the archives and all of the podcasts. So you have it's essentially the way my platform, Memberful, it allows you to do private podcasts. So you have to go and set up your own feed and it just pulls it straight. It's super easy, but there is like one step of setup. So, okay, so finishing Andrew's story, the question was, did you ever have a conversation to get the QC, that our expectations of QC versus what they made? So our factory was very large that we used. They were based in Texas and we could go visit them. We took many visits to them. They actually visited us as well in Atlanta. And they were willing to meet our requirements, but it took extra training for them to do because they were mostly a military contractor, right? So they're making bags and backpacks and military gear, cases, equipment, anything, any carrier type stuff. And they were set up, their requirements weren't as stringent for us. And so we'd go in and we would explain to them, the way I would explain it to them is that I would pull up Instagram and I would say, my case has to look good here. We're not giving this out to a backpack to the military where they don't care if the stitch is like this, right? Well, I care if the stitch is like this because on Instagram, if I have one stitch like this and one stitch like this, it now makes my case look terrible. And I said, that's the level that we have to be. So they were cool with that. So we ended up having our own production line where the certain sewers and cutters and finishers were making our products. So we'd often get delayed because the ones that were trained to make our stuff, we were obviously not a high volume shop like the military, right? But their volume, so we would have to wait sometimes to pull our crew onto our product line for 2 weeks to go through a ramp up of production. So yes, they were did it cost me more? Yes. Yeah, yeah, I mean, and they told us up front, it's we're gonna have to charge a little bit more for this, and a lot of it's the per foot or it's a measurement, right? So I might pay 10 cents more per foot for this binding style or whatever for this stitch style and whatever for this finishing style. So yeah, it was a charge a little bit more, but we never minded paying more for quality. So I have lots of good stories about that. And the reason why we continued to work with them for years is because they were open to doing this. And then we would have rejects and they would do it again and they would fix it. So they were very open to doing that. So yeah, but we were basically above their regular specs to where they couldn't just blindly make our products because they would just get rejected by us. And as long as everyone was on the same page going into it, we could have these conversations, right? You have to have that conversation up front, like everyone's expectations. And if you can't meet that, that's cool. We just have to know up front. So there we go. There we go. All right. So we got a couple links here. First up, my giveaway on the blog this week. Very briefly, I own my own tactical sewing company. Love the work, but don't miss the rest of it. Yeah. Yep. So that was the simplified version, but it was a lot of work to get there. So we have the Hobonichi Techo Weeks I am giving away this week on the blog, so y'all can go enter that. This is like the double sized weeks where it has like the full weeks and then it has a full notebook. Like essentially the back end of the weeks is like a whole huge notebook. So it's kind of a cool product. I would probably consider this as an option if I wasn't using my plotter and arrow. I really like this setup of the mega. So y'all go enter that. There's the link. I unboxed this like a couple weeks ago, so this is it sitting right here. Sending that out to one of y'all, or not one of y'all. Thick. Did I say that? Is that what I said? All right, next up, Zane's dad. Dun dun dun. Dark Lord, rollerball, saber pin. How does this work? Oh, it's like a sheath, and then you break it out in the pen. That looks awfully uncomfortable, but kind of cool. Oh, can we embiggen? Embiggen. Yeah, check that out. That's sick. There's no way that's enjoyable to write with, though, but it looks sick. Does it post? Doubtful. Not a fan. It's pretty wild. I mean, I wouldn't be a fan of writing with it. I'd be a fan of owning this. Oh, there's the other pictures. I'm in. Like, I'm in on this. I just wouldn't want to write with it. It would be like a desk toy. I have one of those on the way to me. Yeah, let me know. That would be pretty cool. Like, I'm all in on this. Except actually the using it part. Oh, there's a fountain pen version. What? How much, though? I think it said like $135 or something. Holy cow. Pretty cool. Oh, it's got a little carrying case, too. The hitch is... That's cool. I like it. Yeah, I think it was like $135. $134. Saber pins. All right, here we go, chat. I saw the headline here. Who sent me the Sailor link? Sailor Pen North America. We're decreasing prices. You voiced your opinion, so we listened. 3 different Sailor Pen collections now have a lower MSRP. Pro Gear Blue Quasar, Pro Gear Follow the Mermaid, Pro Gear Moonlight Over the Ocean now have a reduced MSRP of $250. I mean, they heard us speaking with our wallets, I guess. But, I mean, whatever. That equates to a decrease of up to $140 for the Slim and $160 for the Standard. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. I will not talk about this on the podcast. I have no interest. But saying that this is some kind of altruistic thing, miss me with that. Miss me. Please support your favorite authorized Sailor North America retailer. Completely miss me with this entire thing. I mean, if anything could have been more obvious, it was this. I'm glad they did it, but also wasn't necessary to raise it in the first place. Their price increase was so large. And like, I get it at the time. Like, that was when we're like rare material prices were going through the roof. Everyone was changing prices, raising prices. Like, I get it. Cost goes up, but You also so one of the reasons um why they why I would be a terrible business person is because we would make like you have to decide on like how to price things. Um they did correct it, second chances. Yeah, they're in like the fifth chance phase for me. One of the things when you're trying to like decide how to what your market is like how much is this product, is this an $80 pen case or a $40 pen case? And if it costs me like $60 to make, but I don't think I could sell it for like $80, well, I don't really have a product, right? Like it's pricing is hard because you can't just take like the raw material costs and the production costs and all of that stuff. It's like, well, what is the market going to bear too? Like, is this worth to more people than not the price we want to charge for it? So that's like a lot of our pricing decisions with knock, and we couldn't make some cases because like I didn't like if there was a certain case that we would have had to sell for $70, but then you look at the market and it's like I didn't really like hit the market right for $70. It was like, well, we wouldn't make it. So it's not easy to price things. So like sometimes you really want to do something, but it's like no one's gonna pay $80 for this pen case. So I can't really do it as cool as it is. It's going to cost me $60, and like I need to sell it for like $120. Well, it's probably not even. I think when people go, oh, that is X amount of dollars, it's like, that doesn't really add up. Yeah, but in capitalism world, it's the customer's employee's fault. You can't sell your $60 case for not your bad business plan. Sailor has literally a team of professionals to do that, and they got us so badly wrong. Yeah, their pricing would be okay if there was lower volume. Like they just have a mismatch. They have a mismatch of volume and price. Luckily, they're still good pens. So that's the one thing that Sailor can hang their hat on is they're good pens, but they have a real mismatch in their value proposition and what they offer. Like this is definitely like Sailor's a big fan of Sailor, right? And I think they're like, oh, we can do no wrong, like, and that's the kind of the way I was thinking about it. Is like they felt that they could do no wrong, and like everything they would make would sell. And man, sometimes there's just like too much. But I hope this is indicating a trend. No chance. This is not a trend. Sailor just made a mistake. So, yeah. The good thing about Sailor, if you like Sailor, I like Sailor. I'm going to continue to buy Sailor. They make so many pens, the secondary market or the gray market, it just eats like the everyday market's lunch, right? The Sailor has made a marketplace not of their own doing, right? There's so many pens, you don't have to rush out and buy one. And there's so many pens that you can find one secondhand, gray market. Like, support your favorite retailers. I'm the biggest proponent of supporting your favorite retailers, but they've kind of created their own monster here, right? The new price for the ringless 21 can't be beat. Exactly. Like, I'm totally down with that. If they made one that I really wanted, I would probably buy one. Because I still like the ringless Epinard is a pen that I kind of like think about trying to find one day. It shouldn't be hard to find one. I do like the ringless ideas. So yeah, $175 for a 21K nib. That's like 10 years ago pricing. So anyway, that was our Sailor moment. I need a fade in your daily Sailor moment. Like a Saturday Night Live sketch. Your daily moment of Sailor. So, yeah. Good pens. just call them strange decisions. Always has been. Like, your product is only worth so much on the market, no matter how much you pay for it. No matter how much it costs you to make, products have a place in the market, and the consumer is going to figure out where that spot is, and they're going to make a decision. It's like, it's not worth it, or it is worth it. I'm curious how much of that 175 is in the nib and how much is the rest. 125 or more, probably, right? I have a question. I have a Sailor 14K music nibs that kind of sips on one time from time to time. Any suggestions on how to fix or diagnose? So I will relay to you an issue I had yesterday, and I'll show you what I did. And you can look at this yourself. It's not a Sailor music nib. It's only a single time pin. But I want to show y'all something that I did yesterday. Bottom line, second user trade and sell is the best pricing. Many times most people sell pins never inked. It really is. If you can have any sort of patience, which we're not good at. If we're here today, we're not exactly good at being patient. There's so many like good deals to be had. Like, I'm going to sell a bunch of pins for like really cheap. And if you're like patient and wanted something, actually I have a Sailor that I pulled for sale. Like, the price is going to be dumb, and it's just such a good pen. Like, you just wait. Just be, man, patience. Patience is a virtue. Pilot Elite 95 for 80. Lovely. Love that pen. Pen sale win, Brad? Not soon enough. I got to finish the last tray here, and then I'm going to start figuring it out. I have an Epinard with a music nib that I want reground. Ooh, what is regrinding a music nib like? So let me show you what I did here. I dip nibs into coffee. That's a different Instagram handle. Let's see here. So, any shown design in the sale pile? Maybe. I haven't determined anything yet. So I have my my Zodiac pins. Aries. Did we decide this is Aries model? So pen is awesome. I'm loving using this. So I took it out yesterday to write my schedule. It's bananas in the coffee because of how else do you eat bananas? Like, I have no idea. So I write my weekly schedule, right? I've showed you all this a million times. So I wrote this first word here, and do you see that? Do you see that feathering? And I could feel it. I was like, what is wrong with this nib? This is like all of a sudden, like, what is wrong with this nib? So you can see there. I was like, huh. I was like, what is wrong with this? So I looked at it. I got out my loop. So you kind of need a loop. And this is just like the simple stuff. So I got out my loop. And y'all aren't going to be able to see this because I need to get a better loop for in here. This one's not that good. It's good enough, though. So you can't tell it now because I fixed it. But basically, one tine was higher than the other one, right? So there's a clear visual that you can't always see from this angle. But you can see from the side where they're split. Like, it looks like that, kind of, right? Not that aggressive. So I literally, the side of the nib that was off kilter, I literally took this pen inked and manipulated, like just pushing just a little bit, checking, pushing, and checking until they lined up again. And then once I did, my lines worked, right? Look at all that. Like, I literally could feel the problem in the page. It was ripping the page. Right there. And then right after I fixed it, it was immediately clear that I had fixed it. And then it just kept working, right? So even if there's no scratching from side to side, if it's out of alignment, you can manipulate that with your fingers. How do you know if one side is higher, the other low? It's very visual. Like, you can see it like this, right? And then what you do is you take this lower side and you push it back till they're in like that, right? So you want it to look like this, but sometimes they'll look like this, right? And you can just physically move it just with pressure, just a little bit of pressure to line them back up again. So your music nib is obviously a little bit different animal in that it's got two tines on it, right? So yeah, I mean, I would just have to expect it. Yeah, even if there's no scratching, it's just not going to be like a consistent performance. So, and sometimes it is yeah, nice material. You like that one? I love this material. So this is Brooks's Stormy Kai, I believe, on this one, right? Yeah, but sometimes, so the other problem which you need the grit, the 12,000 grit sandpaper. The other problem is, so you have this nib, right, and the tines are like this, and one of the tines might be right here, right, and that's where you kind of need your grit, your micro mesh, yeah, right. So the tips of the tines, right, should be like this, but sometimes one is a little bit higher. Like it's hard to see with the naked eye. But those are the little things you can do to fix your own problems when you have a scratchy, misaligned, just kind of a funky nib, right? Yeah, I always start with cleaning, right? With a nib problem. This one I knew. This one was a little different. But a lot of times, okay, if you're having problems, let's clean it, and then let's look at the alignment. And those little tweaks, I'm comfortable doing myself. That's what you can do. Those are things you can do yourself. So the little bending the misalignments and then smoothing out the unevenness in the metal. Sometimes the tipping's uneven. You can smooth that out. Like this is all you need. What can you take? What can you use to take micro scratches out of the barrel? No, not this. I don't know. Brooks would have to align that. It gets really annoying when everything is aligned, but you can still something. Then it's tons of smoothing. Yeah, a lot of times, and I'm no professional in this. A lot of times, the space in between the tines is not as smooth. So when you put pressure down, they split, but then there's something like on the internal that's uneven. And that's when you're just fighting a fight to just like smooth it, like using the pressure to split the tines, get the smoothness in between the tines more than on the tip of the tines. So there's a couple of things, right? So like you can get this part smooth on the tip, but then when you split the nib, and like this is obviously an over exaggeration, smoothing that interior part where the tines. So it's tough, but you do, if you do this enough, you want to learn the little bit of basics. Like before, I would have just been mad at this nib. I was like, what is wrong? I don't know what I'm doing. This nib is stupid. And it literally took a couple minutes of just slight pressure, changing the alignment of that, and then this is such a clear example. I thought it would be good to show y'all. So that was a good question, even though like every little thing is going to be different, right? So there we go. Good stuff. Where's a good place to get a loop? Amazon is where I got my nice one. I'll have to go find the name. I spent like $30 something on my good loop. This is like a $8 or $10 loop. How do they become misaligned? They can come like that, like seriously, just from the factory. For myself, I have a slight angle, like I kind of twist my pen a little bit when I write, so it's a little bit more of an angle. So I put pressure on one side more than the other, and if I go too hard, they can get that way. But it's literally, it could come from the factory that way, or just like pressure dropping. I actually wondered. What strength of magnification is best loop for a nib? I'll have to find the one that I get. Jonathan, do you know the one? What's the popular one that I know I bought? The black one. That's like $30 something, and I forget the visual. Mine came like that, yeah. So there's all kinds of little things you can do that aren't the fault of like a vendor. One of the things I was wondering is because when I started writing this, I didn't feel the problem. And then you got your last few at pinchos. I'll find mine. I thought it's like, okay, is this nib like too close to the tip of the barrel? Like, am I hitting the barrel up here at the top? But it's not. So it's been working. So there's a lot of little things. I think the one that I have that I like is 30x. Let me see if I can find it real quick. And I only got it because it was recommended to me by a bunch of people, and this is the one I see a lot. Just give me a second. Let me see if I can find it. But having my nice one and then having this one that's just like cheaper, there's a huge difference, like in the glass and the quality. And y'all, like those of you that have been around will recognize this. But my good one I keep in the spoke shipping department. So this is the one that I bought. Bellomo. Bellomo. Yeah, get composted. I think we're on the same so. So this is the one I use in the shipping department. If your nib is misaligned in a major way, take it out of the housing and do the lining, just the metal nib itself. Yes. Literally, yeah, this is the one you see all the time. This is like, without going like crazy high end, this is like the high end standard. This is like the Rotring 600, right? You can buy more expensive stuff, but this one has the wear and tear and the quality. This is like the Rotring 600, I think, of loops. Is my best way to describe it. So that one was worth the price. That Bellomo is 10x. I think that's been working for my nibs. So this was the one in my queue, my shopping queue. Oh, here, y'all want the link? Just to look at it. Non-affiliate link. So yeah, that one I keep in the shipping. This is the one I need to order a second one of these to have in here. It's far better. So this is a 10x 21. So this is a 10x, the Bellomo's 10x 21. This is a 10x 21, but the visual through this is so much harder to get into clarity. Like this is a very unclear one. Got that loop from Pin Tooling at a show. He has a lanyard for easy access. Yeah. Essenbach 10x loops available. Okay. So yeah, there you go. Wow, good conversation today, chat. This is good stuff. So yes, if you have a lot of fountain pens, you do want to learn the basics. It's so helpful just to learn that little scratchiness. I was like, this is a problem, but it's got to be a simple problem, and I can fix that. That just saves a lot of headache. In the vein of modding pens, I got my aluminum section for my Shown full-size Ultimate. It's so good. Should try a hot swap. I do like metal sections on plastic pens, so. Warning, Essenbach is expensive. Gotcha. But yeah. What is a lot of fountain pens? Like it's not even a lot of fountain pens, but if you use fountain pens every day, that would be more my consideration. Because the more you write with a pen, the more chance you have of it going wonky on you. So, yeah, it's maybe more of a frequent usage than a high quantity. A lot of fountain pens would be like 3 to 5, I think. Yeah. So, like smoothing and just that little bit of tuning, anyone can do. If I can do it. You did miss the lightsaber pen look. Evan bought one. Evan Max had bought one. Yeah, it looks very cool, but very uncomfortable. So I want to. Evan's gonna report back. Did you order one? It looks sick. The price is pretty good too. All right, let's open up this box from JetPens. Yours gets there Thursday. Yeah, I think that's around when Evans is getting his. So yeah, I want to hear some reports back. Did you get the fountain pen or the roller ball? Or ballpoint, whichever it is. All right. Small box of stuff from JetPens. Both. Of course. Why not both, right? Why not both? I'm asking the wrong person. Did they choose between one or the two? Yeah, why not both? Whatever. You know, dual wield, whatever. I mean, I think, like, yeah, why not both? Oh, extra section, so not two different barrels. Gotcha. All right. Small box, but there is one thing in here. What'd you think of F1 this past weekend? I thought it was a pretty good race. It was super interesting. It's a fun race to watch. I like the track. Whoa. Generally good. The sprint was pretty whack. So I didn't really love the sprint race. I was like, huh. That just happened. All right, whatever. Oh, sorry. Spoilers. La 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 la. Well, I didn't really spoil the race. Yeah, it's good. It's worth watching. Definitely worth watching. All right. So this is what I wanted to test today. It's funny how small the box is on these. When I ordered this, I didn't even think about it. And the box came, I was like, I'm pretty sure I ordered a dip pen and a bottle of ink thing. See, I still buy Sailor stuff. I love Sailor. They're just weird. So, what was that, Toby? Ooh, he's not even looking at me. So this is I hate this name, Dipton series, where there's allegedly a bottle of ink in here and a dip nib. It wasn't the garbage truck. I think there's some construction going on down the street. It was more like a backhoe drop type of situation. We'll open this up last, but this is what I want to test. I'm going to test this out on stream today because it does have a Fude nib. 10 milliliter bottle. It's got the Hokoro dip pen. And yeah, I just want to give this a shot. And I went with the Mellow Forest diphthong. Backhoe drop is my Men at Work cover band. I like it. All right. That's the rest of whatever I ordered. Who's really to say what it could be? Let's look at the cartoon. Always have to do the cartoon, even if it's the same one. We got a new one not too long ago. Have we seen this one? I can't remember. All right, chat, are we ready? All the research and testing, the years of hard work since the guy in the lab here. And they said it couldn't be done. But we have the technology. Did you just put a brush pen refill in that fountain pen? Dun, dun, dun. I think that's a new one. I don't think I've had that one before. Nice. Oh, well, this is it, Inky Biostatistician. This is what I ordered. Yeah. Speaking of JetPens new, Power Company had an oopsie. Ugh. What are these? Mindwave sticky notes. Oh my god. Why did I click on this link? Come on, chat. This is your fault, chat. What is it with Japan and dog beeholes? The frog doesn't have a beehole. The koala doesn't have one. The dog, butthole. Little starfishes. What is it with the starfishes? Oh, these are great. What is? Oh, the penguin. The penguin's got one. Let's go, Pingu. Come on. Penguin? No one asked for penguin butts. Chat. No one asked for penguin butts. Okay. This one rules. Red panda rules. Cat, of course. I mean, the cats are the kings of the bees. Like, I expected with the cat. Is this a stingray? Now, okay, now that's unique. I haven't seen a stingray, much stingray stationery. I'm in on that. I'm there. Oh, you got the Fude the Manon. Yes, I do have one of those. Someone might have, I think we reviewed this on the blog. Someone might have reviewed this on the blog a long time ago. That's the classic one. Cats are very proud of their bees. Yes. Very much. All right. Well, thank you for sharing that. That is now going to be in my next order. Great. All right. Let's get back to this. So we're going to test this out in a minute, but I want to see what else I got because I can't remember. Because no one can just buy one thing from JetPens. So let's see what we got here. Oh, there were some, yeah, what are these? Were these blends that I got? Is there some new blend? Yeah, new blends that I wanted. Oh, some Eric Smallthing notebooks. Oh, and the field notes. I hadn't bought field notes in a long time. What is that? Oh, yeah. Cool. All right, this is a good pack. Man, this is definitely a good things come in small packages situation. Yeah, with JetPens, when the products are so small, like it's just you just hit that threshold, right? So the blend, the zebra blend, which I do like, came out with some translucent barrels just because why not? And these stickers will be coming immediately off. These are good pens, chat. Nice and quiet. Hey, if any of y'all want to come on friend of the show that are pro sticker on barrel, I'd love to have you. You wouldn't love to have me, though. I'm going to find that person, though, besides Kimberly. All right, these look cool. Like, probably not a review, but just fun to have. 0.5 millimeters. Leave it on, settle down over there. So we're going to give one of these away here today. That's why I ordered them. So they're these Eric Smallthings collaboration with Papier Plots. So just it's a notebook with like a plastic cover, really neat design. I just thought these were cool looking. Leave on vintage and take off pins from today. So I thought these came out really neat. It's just a cool like single cover, like plastic cover notebook. Replaceable interior, and then just like graph paper. So this is just a neat. This is just like a classic stationery style. And in just a minute, we'll give one of these away. I'll let you pick them out. There's this one that says "Have a good time," and this one says "Have a nice weekend." So same notebook, just different colors. So I'll let y'all pick. I'll let the winner pick one out. But let me finish going through this box because there's not much else. But I did really want this. So that's the first set of field notes I've bought in a while. I thought these were pretty neat. Kind of want to take a look at these. I will go through this separate. I'll open this up separately because I want to take some pictures of the box. This is one of the neatest editions. I just think it's cool. I like these type of designs. I don't know what the last pack I bought before this is. Although the new ones that just came out, the birch, those are pretty cool too. So I'll be talking about those on the podcast. But I kind of wanted these. These are just rad. Got the subscription for the red and gold. Yeah. So that's cool. I like this. And this is something I've been wanting for a long time. And I just haven't been able to get them. They just hadn't launched them in the States yet. But this is the Y Studio. This was that recycled ocean plastic rollerball, I believe. Oh yeah, and it literally says that on the box. Ocean sustainable rollerball pin. And I didn't know what color to buy on this one. I think I'm gonna have to buy some more colors. Did I get blue? Yeah, I got blue. It's very oceany. So, really cool. They must have a brass sleeve running through the barrel. This is so interesting. All right, Brad's gonna be a nerd for a second here. All right. So this is my fountain pen, my resin fountain pen. This feels heavier, so we're about to have a weigh off. It almost feels like there's like a brass sleeve up in here. Refill. We'll check the refill. 1 sec, because I don't even know. Where's my scale? I just immediately thought this was heavier than I thought it was going to be. Not in a bad way, though. All right, so 22.3 for the fountain. That has a converter in it, but not inked. 22.2. Identical. Funny. This just feels lighter. Maybe it's a bigger section. I don't know. Oh, I gotta get it from the back here. The Ondoro is such a cool pen design. Oh, ceramic rollers. I wasn't expecting that. This is a good refill. I like this. Very big package for a sustainable product. Good point. And lots of extra, like, that's pretty funny, Clear Obsession. I think when I review it, I will point that out. That is a good point. Good point. Yeah, this is I like this refill. Dark and rich. It is definitely sleeved. Right there. So that's where the weight comes from. So yeah, there we go. Off topic, would that scale be good for coffee? Yes. Yeah, it's perfect for coffee. This is a good kitchen scale. You know, allegedly. Yeah, the paper and cardboard can be recycled, but it is just like a... That's why I don't like totally like go. I'm obviously like the worst person to like talk about sustainability given all the products that I have. But I think that is pretty interesting. You have to be making this pretty small cups of coffee. No, you can just put your measuring, your grounds up here in a container. Tare or tar the container, add the grammage. So yeah, this is really, you know, herbs and spices scale, allegedly. I don't know why I find that so humorous, but I do. All right, let me put this back. Y Studio resin fountain pen, definitely in the top 100. So there's probably, is there any reading that tells me about the sustainability? Yeah, so we'll read this. We'll learn. We'll do some learning. This is not a funny thing. Due to the potential presence of a minor amount of marine litter, there may be some tiny spots on the pen's surface. The packaging is made from environmentally FSC certified paper containing plant fibers, reflecting our commitment to using sustainable and eco-friendly materials. So when I trash it, it will recycle. Yeah. So let's see if there's any. I kind of want some black spots in here. Yeah, there's one right there. I probably can't see. The camera focus won't pick it up. There's one right on the ridge there. There's maybe some faint ones in there, but you can't really see it. But there is like definitely one right there. See it? Boop. Seaweed. Right. All right. So that's what I got. I just love these pens so much. I'll probably have to buy a second color to give away or something. All right. So let's do a giveaway for one of the Eric Small Things notebooks. I'll let you pick. Does it taste like the ocean? It's a little salty. So let's give this away, and then we'll do the testing on the Dipton. Trying to get Brad to lick the pen. It doesn't take much. Oh, hang on. I just realized I have like kids' texts. We have one at college visits and one at PSATs. So it's a busy day for the kiddos. All right. What do Brad and Glyph have in common? They both lick their subjects. I regret reading that. All right. All right, this giveaway is open. All right, see you, Brooks. Good luck at the doctor's appointment. I, too, have a doctor's appointment Thursday. I'm hoping to start on time Thursday. I might be a few minutes late on Thursday. I will try to keep y'all updated because I did get the Van Ness box. So last week, I was getting like all my shopping done for reviews and stuff. I got this JetPens order. I have a Van Ness order. So we're going to do the Mad Science pen on Thursday. And then this week, I'm going to do the Gold Spot order and the Pen Chalet order from the list that we were making last week. Let me see if I've properly scratched off my list. I thought I had. Yeah. They were out of the Iron Gall nut. Shameless plug, check out Sean Newton's YouTube channel. He was here all last week and shot a bit. Oh, nice. Oh, yeah. If you have I know you're leaving. If you have a link, throw it in the chat. Always self-promote. They were out of the Opus, so I'm going to do the Opus. Okay, I have a lot to go. All right. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff to get ordered. I did scratch through what I have ordered so far. So thank y'all for helping me out last week on things you want me to review. What's the difference between a dye ink and a standard ink? I don't know that I can describe the difference without more information. It's almost like that's not enough information, I think. I don't know. Does anyone else have a quick answer? Ink fits come in this week, have to restrain from opening too early. Dye is standard for fountain pen inks. But what's a standard ink? Yeah, right. That's my question, right? What is a stand? I don't know what standard ink means, because there's not really standard inks, and standard inks are mostly dye, except like ballpoints or oil. Dye versus pigment. Okay, there we go. Yeah, dye versus pigment. That's probably, but yeah, pigment isn't standard. Dye is standard. If you're saying what's the difference between dye and standard, would you say those are the same things? But yeah, dye and pigments are two very different things. I haven't opened the Inkvent Red Edition from several years ago. It's at least a good project whenever you want to do it. So if there's a more specific question, ink related, definitely open to that. All right. So I'm going to pick a winner here, and you're going to pick the blue cover or the gray cover, whichever one you want. I will send that. Yoseka spoiled the entire calendar colors by showing it open in one of their reels. Oh, no way. I bet they got... then it'll be forever ruined. True. I bet they got some grief on that one. For sure. All right, let's pick a winner. Doobs. Have you won before? Maybe. Do you have any concerns about dye inks cleaning? Dye inks should generally be the easier inks to clean. One of my emails about the Inkvent spoiled all the names. Who does that? Who does these things? Doobs, are you here? I feel like you've won once before. Maybe? Question mark? First time. Nice. All right, so what you have to do is, one, pick a color. Blue. So they have a little different artwork. This has like a desk here, and this has like a little sketchbooky thing. So you want the blue one or the gray one? Yeah, most pigment inks clean okay. Pigment inks to me, is more of a timing thing. Like if you leave something in there for 6 months, you should expect a bad time. Speaking of which, Chokuro is coming up soon. I don't think many people said anything to him. When they did, they were basically like, whoops, our bad. It's like, you got to think about that ahead of time, right? Gray, please. Got it. Got it. Doobs. All right, so email me hello@penaddict.com. Your shipping address. Tell me you won the Eric Small Things notebook, and I'll get these shipped later this week. So you put a dye ink in any of your pens? Yes. I mean, shimmer ink's different. I mean, I wouldn't put shimmer in my 823 because I hate cleaning my 823. But just as in principle, I wouldn't have a problem with shimmer ink in the 823. I just don't do it because I hate cleaning the 823. How do you spell it? Gray or gray? I'm generally an E gray, but I always, when I talk about products, I just defer to whatever they say. But I'm an E gray person. Are you a 2L travelers or a 1L travelers? Like Japan travelers notebooks is 1L, but I think travelers with 2Ls is 2. It's proper. You can use either way, interchangeable, right? Gray is the Flynn. Gray is the American spelling. I don't know why I always lean to EY. I don't know why. 1L. So I definitely transitioned to 1L travelers because of the stationery. And like when I did Traveling Decimo, that was a thing. Oh, speaking of which, Traveling Decimo is cranking, y'all. 1L in America. Canceled. That's too many L's. It's a 1L. Just kidding. So yeah. That was when I was doing the Traveling Decimo. I was like, 2 L's or 1? I like 1. Let's go with 1. Gray with A is American. Gray with E is English. Really? A, American, E, English. I didn't know that. But I always use E. Generally use E. I want to put 2 L's in Color Traveler inks every time I have a weird L shape. Does Color Traveler one L or two? Is it just the one L? I saw an IG ad for a fountain pen that was supposedly designed for indie ink. So there was one that did like a it had like a humidifier. It basically had water in the cap. I asked Siri, 2L is the British version for travelers. Yeah. Whoa! We hit that hour mark. Subaquatic toaster coming in off the top rope. Let's go. Let's go. All right. We found one more of these, chat. I thought we were done. I was listening to old podcasts and that one came up. I thought we were done, chat. You said it had red flags and people to contact you to say it was wrong. For which one? Why in the world does Traveler need two L's? I don't know, but it's a legitimate spelling because I was very confused. The Indie Ink one, yes. That was a crazy. Yeah, and people contacted you, say you were wrong, and then I think in the end it like ended up flopping pretty hard. Yeah, like sure, knock yourself out. All right, I found one more of these, chat, when I was digging through a minute ago. We have one more spoke prototype to give away. Brian yelled at me last week, said make sure you tell them it's longer. So this is longer than the final version. Oh, this has a refill in it. What the heck? You know it's a prototype if I have a refill in it and it's stored away. Let's see what's in it. Hopefully, I'm sure it's an Energel because that. Oh, this one has a spring in it. What is going on here? Oh, this is a spoke pen. This isn't a Rode XL. How did this get in here? Is this a cherry bomb? Okay, what is happening? Well, I guess we're giving this away now. This isn't a Rode XL. I wasn't even looking at it. This is a cherry bomb spoke pen with a refill in it. Where did this come from? It's got the regular black Signo DX refill in it. 0.5. Huh. All right. Guess we're giving this away now. I was confused why there was a spoke pin in there because I thought I'd given away all the prototypes. And I was like, oh, here's another one. Turns out it's a spoke pin cherry bomb that somehow is in the ice box and I don't know why. So let's give it away, chat. Unplanned. Can I ask a dumb question? There's no dumb questions. When I put a refill in the prototype, the barrel won't screw in all the way, not complaining. It's a prototype, but wondering if I'm doing something wrong. What refill are you using? Are you using a traditional Energel refill? I can get you like the model number. They're kind of specific. I can actually send you, I should have sent you a refill is what I should have done. Energel refill, you might just have to trim it a little bit. Might just have to trim it a little bit. Apologies. Interesting. All right, well, this one has a refill that fits. My apologies, Pens, Pencils Plus. This one has a refill that fits. Okay. Wow. Let's do this. This is what you get for not getting a non-final version, Pens, Pencils Plus. Now, now I'm concerned. Email, if that doesn't work, email me. Seriously. All right, let's open this giveaway. We have a spoke pen, cherry bomb. Hopefully Brian's not watching today. Because I don't know how that got into the icebox. A little concerned at my ineptitude. This pen's pretty sick. Not going to lie. This is actually despite everything I've said, this is one of my favorite colors. And it doesn't sell like as well as some of the other ones, but I think this is one of the best ones. It's just clean with the all red and then the silver trim. I think it's just clean AF, as the youth say. Toby made me put it in there? Probably. He finally chilled out. He's back on the couch now. All right, anyone can enter. Anyone can win. You don't have to be a follower, member, subscriber. Just type !raffle. You must be present to win, and I ship worldwide. You can live anywhere in the world. My Schaefer VFM is that color. What a good color. What did I do have a thing for red pens and red barrels and white barrels, which are not as popular of colors. Like, you don't see a lot of companies making a lot of pens in solid reds and solid whites. So just like that resin I took out there, my one of my Canaleas is like red. You just don't get a lot of options for that, and I tend to like them. But one of my favorite Lamy Safaris is that white one with the red clip. The way I learned it in England, American English is the simplified version. I see where this is going. Where you take the extra letter out. Couleur. I have a thing for purple and orange, and apparently I blame you. Well, have you seen the new Auto Hut that's coming? Did the Model 1 spoke pen have the middle ring? No. So we flared out. So what Jackie's talking about here. I think I have a one over here. So we changed the grip. It's magenta, not purple. No, it's purple. I mean, it's light purple, but it's not magenta at all. So we changed the grip. So this is the one. Oops, sorry. So this is the one, so we changed the grip a little bit. So see how this is a very straight section grip here? So we actually changed that here. I love red pens, but I don't love to use red inks. 100%. I don't use red inks, except I'm literally using. Now that Brooks is gone, I was using the Unicorn Galaxy with the red ink today. Yep, you're not crazy. So we did tweak this, made this change. So yeah. So this is the one I use with my lavender black refill. That I was talking about in yesterday's review. What did Blog Walter just discover? Amazon was almost called Relentless. Really? And now the finials are now color mated too. We mess with that a lot. So generally, but color matched. There's always something. I will never say, yeah, absolutely on those, because we are always missing them around. But yeah, kind of like this. But sometimes it could be black, because that's what we do. We just need more SKUs. The more SKUs, the better. All right, let's pick a winner. Cherry Bomb. Thunder Viking. Dun, 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 dun. I really like the inlaid disc on the new finials. Brian was very proud of that, and I like it. It looks good, doesn't it? Do I have one? Yep, I got one here. Thunder Viking. So this is, congrats, Thunder Viking. Email me, hello@penaddict.com. Tell me you won the Spoke Cherry Bomb, or the Red Spoke. Another year, another win. Nice. So that is an inlaid disc. So Brian makes all those and puts them all in. Brian is a wizard. Relentless.com resolves to Amazon.com. I had never heard that before. So yeah, that's the disc. So that's a good place for us to play around with and add a little bit of flair. We can change things up, like this one with color matching. Sometimes it could be color alternate. Things like that. So Thunder Viking. Let's go. Nice. Preloaded with a refill. Who knew? Relentless Pens. I know Relentless is a good name. All right, Thunder Viking. Dun, dun, dun. What is going on? Anonymous with the gifted sub. Let's go. Thank you, Anonymous. I appreciate you. Do you have enough flair? Me? I have enough flair around. I never have enough flair on. What do I need? 17 pieces? What's from Office Space? How many pieces do you need? 15, 12. It's a double digit number, isn't it? I definitely don't have enough flare on. It's definitely a double digits number, right? In the teens. It's not. That's a different movie. 37's a different, very different movie. In a row. Now someone's got to go look up. And then you'll see a picture of Jennifer Aniston going, she was in that movie? All right. Let's test out this pen. Let's see what we got here. 15 is minimum? Okay. Gotcha. 15 is minimum. All right. Woo! All right. Where is my... Let's see what we got here. Unless you want to be like Brian. Gotcha. All right. So the Dipton ink, Mellow Forest, and the Hakoro dip pen with the closure cap. That's why it's so... Isn't there also a Flare pen? Yes, the Papermate Flare. One of the greats. One of the great pens of all time. Brian did have 37 pieces of Flare? Oh my gosh. I thought it was just a different joke. Not in a row. Okay. Good to know. This is a box. I like this box. It's fancy. Fancy. Our little baby ink bottle. A little teeny baby ink bottle. 10 milliliter bottle. So this is a shimmer ink. If you couldn't tell. Shimmer. It was a different joke for me. You didn't know? Okay, yeah, don't Google that. I would suggest not figuring that joke out, chat. Unless you're a degenerate like me. Oh, I miss Tony sometimes. All right, so we have QR codes for the Hiroko and the Dipton. Seems unnecessary, but you know, whatever. We do have a Fude nib here. Oh, we do have instructions here. Shake, dip, write, wash. Shake, dip, write, wash. That should be, why isn't there like a commercial? We need to get Todd working for Sailor to make a shake, dip, write, wash commercial for Sailor. Come on, Todd. All right. So the idea here is this is one of their regular dip nib pens. They're very basic, but this one they decided to give you space to flip the nib for storage. Right? So it's a sparkly barrel to match the allegedly sparkly ink in here. Oh, sorry, I was doing that off camera. So it just slides in. There's no screw or anything. There's a flat side to where it will slot into here. So there's a flat piece of the barrel here. So that's where the alignment goes for proper fitting. If I do it the other way, it won't fit in. But if I do it this way, it will. Little snap. Little snap. All right. And then the Fude nib is an upturned nib. Right there, you see that? It's not a broken or bent nib. It's on purpose. How much did I pay for this, chat? Like 20 something with the ink. So a lot of people like these nibs. Sailor is the only one that I know of that does like an inexpensive steel Fude nib. Just like we were talking in the very beginning of the chat, they have that individual one. Brad, so now are all Sailors reduced? They are so confusing. I think it's just a couple of models going forward. I think just a couple of models. I would have to like decipher it a little bit more. And oh, the barrels special edition. Ooh, $360. It's possible. $29 for the kit. That's pretty expensive. Not gonna lie, pretty expensive. Wing Sung has them dirt cheap. Nice. So if you're looking for a Fude nib, maybe check out the Wing Sung ones. But yeah, there's just not a lot of options out here for this nib. And you'll have to go look at what the Fude nib should really look like, because I'm going to do like terrible writing with it. But you'll see it's just kind of like a line variation thing, right? Jen Howe does one too. Nice. You like these colors better. What are these? Ooh. That is better. Was this an option for mine? Okay, no, these are very different. Okay. Sick. Okay. I didn't miss them. I would have bought all three of these. They've only just been released. I might get some of these to give away. These are way cooler. Upsetty spaghetti, chat. I like these better. It's right into the dark cave of my soul. Damn you, Rewizzles. Those are way better. Well, wait. Come back. Question. $20 milliliter bottles. Bruh. I'm not very mellow forest anymore, chat. And sheen, not shimmer. I am in the deep cave of my feels right now. The dark cave. Rip. How much are these? €22. I'm just going to order all three of these from Stilo out of spite. I'm writing this down. Oh, the separate bottles are 20. Oh, you can buy the bottle. Okay. I feel better now. Okay, there it is. Whew. Okay, I don't feel totally... okay, I don't feel had now. I am a glass case of emotion. I'm always in a glass case of emotion. All right, so it does have the 10 milliliter in the bottle. Whew. I'm out of the cave, chat. I'm out of the phone booth. Out of the phone booth. All right, those are cooler though. I like those. I like all of those better than all of the ones that I have on my desk right now. Okay, I feel a little bit better. Not really, but okay. We're gonna pretend I'm better. Shake, dip, right, and wash. That would totally be the podcast title today. We might have to talk about this on the show tomorrow. All right, let's do a writing thing here. God, dog it. I'll win. 31 months of subbing. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Sailor. Ink for dip pens by Sailor. All right. So we're talking 15 for the Fude nib and 15 for the ink set generally. Yeah, like, it's a lot. I'm not going to lie. Like, because, I mean, these are like El Cheapo, right? I mean, they're perfectly fine. All right, so what we want to do here, we do need to shake a little bit. I am a little bit concerned. I'm just thinking how far we can go in here. It's not very. This is a pretty small bottle. At least I won't bend the nib when I jam it in the bottom of the bottle, right? Pre-bent nibs. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, I don't know how to Fude, chat. I don't know how to do a Fude nib, so we're just going to see. All right, so this is... Oh, that is very inky. This is Tomoe River S. Oh, that looks like a P. That's supposed to be a D. I don't know what I'm doing with my hands yet, chat. Are you supposed to do it vertical? Or are you supposed to flip it over? What are you supposed to do? What if I just did it like normal? Does this specifically say shake the pen or shake the bottle? If you hold it at a really high angle, did you scrape it along the barrel first? No. 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 Vertical. More vertical, the finer. So we can do laid back is wide. That's pretty cool. Then we'll do like medium. And we'll do like high. We can go even, then we'll go vertical. That's pretty cool. Let me put this, this is fun. I like this nib. Sorry, I gotta keep checking texts today. All right, let me show you. I prepared today, chat, pre-stream. So I didn't wipe it off. I didn't wipe it off when I got it out the bottle, so that was a good idea. Cool pinguino that I needed to. I normally do that when I do dip pens. I'll dip them, then just kind of get the bulk off of there. So that's what this wet spot is right here. The shimmer transfers really well. I see way more shimmer than I can even show y'all in stream. You can kind of get it now. You see these lines? So like, look at this real quick. This is like a, I don't know, what's that, 90+% shimmer coverage. But look at it when out of the light, it just looks green. That's pretty sick. So what I did 4 different line variations there. We're just going like more horizontal to more vertical as we go to all the way vertical at the end. And like there's legit variation in those lines. Sorry. So you have to shake it after everyone? Yeah, probably. Yeah, you probably would. I'm happy. I like this. Yeah, I need more Fude nibs already. Like, I don't know. This should be illegitimate line variation. Look like I don't know. Oh, I didn't shake. Damn it. I wonder. This should be pretty easy to clean, right? I mean, it said there on the picture. Oh, this is still right? This has to be dead easy to clean, right? God. This is unfortunate, chat. I think I like this a lot. All right, what do I want to do with this thing? I don't even know. Just pop off the feed. The feed just pops off too? Like just slide off the nib and everything? Interesting. Morning purple pens. This is where Brad starts moving away from fountain pens and towards dip pens. I love the concept of dip pens. I never use them because I'm generally mess averse unless I set up to be messy, right? Does that make sense? Like I'm just not going to just start grabbing the, like I'll have to do like a whole setup routine if I'm going to do like dip nibs and whatever I'm going to do with them. Which is fine, but all right. There is a ton of ink in this nib, and it's just been laying around. What the heck? I don't think I can write this thing dry. So I'll have to figure out some handwriting styles to do with this. And you can see how wet this still is after all this time. It does have a feed, but it's almost like there's a bucket behind the feed. Like you can't see this, right? So it looks solid here, but it's almost like when it gets on the inside, it captures it like in, see this hole right there? It's almost like there's like a little ink bottle. Okay, I do have to silence this because now the kids are talking to each other. Is this the new ink testing pens over your other dip pens? It's so wet, but like in a good way. Like it's pretty controlled. Look, it never stops. Like, and I get the feed that it should be longer. I mean, should hold ink longer, but this is really long. I just don't have the handwriting to like really show what this nib can do like some people do. All right, we're finally thinning it out here. There we go. Yay, we did it. Phew. That was stressing me out. Phew. That was a lot of ink, chat. That was a lot of ink. Yeah. Whew. Wow. Yeah. I mean, the feed definitely makes a difference, which you would assume it would, but the volume of ink it was putting on the page was impressive. So this is, what did it say, Mellow Forest? So, okay, here's one thing. I never dipped it again, right? It's still shimmery as it was going down in volume. Definitely less than the fresher dips, which makes sense, right? Logical. That's pretty cool. I'm glad I got this. It's kind of expensive, but then you can just use the pen for other things, right? Man, this is just like screaming for some kind of modification, right? The color's good. Like, that's why I ordered the color, because this color wouldn't normally be me. Wandering Bull, 6 months of sub, and thank you so much. I appreciate you. Like, usually, like, the darker greens aren't really my style, but I like the shimmer color, so that's why I got it. When I'm testing things out like this, I will tend to pick not my least favorite color, but a color I don't use as frequently, just for obvious reasons, just to play around with, right? Yeah. Definitely expensive, but I clearly got a lot of joy out of just these first few minutes with it. I don't know. I don't know how much I'm gonna like the Fude nib for like a regular writing. Like, would I use this to like journal with? No. Would I use this to be more creative? Yeah. If I had something I wanted to do that's bigger, right? You definitely want to have some bigger ideas when you're writing, drawing. I could do something with this. You can buy other nibs separately as well. Interesting. Can we see the shimmer? Yeah. You can definitely see it more in the top section. It's very heavy. And it's kind of purplish. It is fun to show off the ink, yeah. So I almost immediately want to, yeah, look at the purple over on the left where it says Fude. You can see the purple hitting. Yeah, I almost would just want to try like a normal ink. So, okay. Very positive, chat. Very positive. I'm going to take this apart real quick. So now I'm curious. Nicely complicated ink. That's a good way to put it. It's got a lot going on. All right, so let's see here. Since we're all here, we're among friends here. So we're gonna pull this apart here. Maybe. All right, so there's the little seating. Interesting. So it's like a little ski or something. I don't know. Like there's not really a pocket to hold ink in there. Like you can see through it. It's like a little sled, I guess. It's like a sled. Interesting design. I don't know what to make of it because it's not like a container. Like it's flat, right? There's not like a containment piece. Say sled again. Sled. What is it? Sleed? Are you going to tell me it's pronounced sleed or something? Super weird. Oh, and I guess this little part in the front, you just want to see how many times I say it. Jerk. I say jerk again. So I guess this part fits in the breather hole in the front. Maybe. Interesting. Sled with 2 L's. I like how we've trained the chat just like Brad's going to do something stupid, make him do it. It's pronounced chokuro. All right. So you can see, can you see through it? Yeah. So you can see through it there. Interesting. I don't get it. I don't get how the ink sticks to that. But then it fits. Let's see if I can show y'all here. So the breather hole, that little plastic part of the front of the sled fits in the little heart. Surface tension, yeah, it's just such a weird plastic. It almost forgets, like, it doesn't seem like it would be a very surface tensiony material is, I guess, my part. Oh, look, there's a hole. How's your hole family doing? But I don't guess the ink gets in there. Interesting. Does not go that way. It goes this way. It's kind of interestingly made. Like they definitely science. I'm with you. It was just putting down a lot of ink. You don't need to pull the nib out, by the way. The feed just pops off. What if I want to pull the nib out? Toga. Like, how am I going to get that? How am I getting the feed out? What do you mean it just pops off? I'm going to break this, right? This is Toga's fault. Toga, you're buying me a new pen if I break it. The feed just pops off. I'm not doing that. After the review, I'll try to break it. What do you mean the feed just pops off? Pop it from the tip side. Oh, that's exactly how you break it. Like this. What is wrong with you? Just kidding. Okay, I'm totally going to break this. We'll wait till after I review it to break this because I like it enough that I think I should review it. It's kind of cool. That is the wrong end, chat. It doesn't go in that side. Okay. That was exceedingly stressful and enjoyable. I like this. Isn't there supposed to be a little knob to pull off the feed with? Is there a toy? Like part? Is there is there another part in here? I don't even know where to begin with that. But it's easy enough to just it's like Lego. Like it all just snaps together. They've made it well enough to where you can't screw it up. I mean, unless you're me. But the nib and the feed snap into the housing that is fit in the only direction it can go with the flat part. And then the feed snaps into the nib and the breather hole. Like it all just works. It all just works. That's kind of the cool part about this. Like you can't screw it up. The knob goes through the breather hole. Oh, that knob. Yes. So that front, that's on the inside. Yes. So that's over here. You can actually see it sticking up through the breather hole right there. If your monitor's good enough to catch that. So yes. You can see it now. If I hold it at that angle, you can see it poking through. Yep, that's the other side. Whew. It was a good test. What does this pen feel like? Ooh, this paper is nice for studio. This paper is nice for still ridiculously expensive. I will definitely have some commentary on the price. It's pretty expensive. I will definitely be recommending if you can just get the Fude nib part. Get composted. Wants me to break the pen. This Sanzen Tomoe River S, I guess is what we're calling it now, is pretty nice for a dark black rollerball pen. I will do that. Since it's Sailor, have you just violated the warranty? Probably. By opening the package, I probably violated the warranty. Oh, wow. This is 0.5 ballpoint. Heck yeah. This is super fine. Super fine. Did y'all see the Instagram where someone wrote like an entire alphabet in like a 5mm grid square? Candace sent that to me yesterday. Stuff was wild. All right, let's look at this nib one more time, and then we'll find someone to raid. Shake, dip, right wash. Shake, dip, right wash. I might have to talk about this on the podcast tomorrow. All right, so you're saying, all right, let me take this out. So take this out. Put the nib back in. Okay, so we put the nib back in, and then we can snap this in. Oh, yeah, you could hear it snap. I just don't think I can get it back out. Like, I don't have, like, I feel like I need, like, fingernails or something to get it. That worked. Okay. I'm just going to take the whole thing out and clean it, chat. Like, what are we doing here? That was y'all's fault. I'm not taking the blame for that. Anyone have a link? God, it doesn't go in this side, chat. Anyone have a link to that purple-orange Auto Hut? I'm getting that pen. It's purple. It's not magenta. It pops out because you can use it without or swap to a different one. Swap to a different what? Nib? Hey, Brad, is it okay if I mention a pen I helped design that was announced last week? Absolutely, because I don't even know what you're talking about. Please do. While I find this Auto Hut. All right, what is this, Evan? Was it double-sided Hiroko? Whoa. Oh, that's sweet. We're deciding to announce a new Hanukkah oil talisman from Benny Pen. Hanukkah swiftly approaching, we decided to present a work of art that draws upon this magical celebration. Oh, sweet. So you helped design this? Holy crap. That looks amazing. Oh, I can't open this more. That looks amazing. Does anyone know a music themed pen? There's a lot. I think maybe it could be more specific, like just general music themed pen. Or like, yeah, like you can get like really stupidly expensive like Mont Blanc stuff. Yeah, that looks amazing, Evan. I really like, I think this might be my second favorite shape too. I need to order one of these shapes. Really, really good. I love it. All right, let's see if we can find Auto Hut. What am I looking for? Oh, they don't have it yet. Yeah, I haven't seen. When does it come out? I took a picture of this for Penaddict members, by the way. I got to 14 minutes shy of the mic stream. I got to test this out in Orlando. It's not magenta, it's purple. I mean, it's light. I know. It's like this is when I hit my wall glyph. And like this is the time of day I start thinking is like I got so much more to do. Yeah, the green one is green and blue. But I'm getting the orange and purple one because it's orange and purple. I don't know how quickly I can. Did you see my image? I think I put it on. I think it's on my Instagram, as a matter of fact. It is. That's that one. You big dingus, it's on your own Instagram. Because I like pens that style and color. This is the one I sent you the black one of, right? Yeah. So, yeah, I didn't do the blue and green one. That's Wootberry juice color. I don't know what Wootberry juice is, but I like it now. I'm not selling the black one. This is one where I can have two different models that are so like different in color. Like I'm cool with having two of. Although I should probably look at the nib and see, and probably get a different nib size. Because I'm sure I got extra fine in the black. If it even comes in extra fine. So yeah, what is this? Oh, this was just a static picture. That's a little blown out there. The other in that carpet. Woo. This is how not to take a picture 101. That hurts my face. No, Brad, you can only have one. No. No, I don't like that rule. I don't like that rule at all. I have F. It probably doesn't come in EF is what I started thinking when I said that. I bet you it doesn't come in EF. How does this pen fit in the PA 100? Well, that's what we're going to find out as we get new pens, right? There's going to be pens that don't make the cut right now. There's ink pens that I have right now that I'm like, sometimes there's like going to be a grace period, right? For like testing and review and things like that. So there's going to be a purgatory for sure. There's definitely going to be a purgatory spot for pens. until they decide where they go. Wicked Wisteria, that review's coming up soon. I'd swap the lids and have blue, purple, and orange green. That could work. That could work. Brad rules changeable. True. All right, so we like this. We're gonna have to try some of those Sheen ones. Did we get those Sheen ones in the US? You never actually posted your grab and go kit to Instagram? Probably because I was a week ahead and I was gonna wait a week to post it. So I will do that. Hey, Rainy's Note, glad you're here. Good point. Brad, life is about flexibility and adaptability. So Brad, you are spot on, right? We adjust accordingly. Just like I adjusted the project accordingly. That just helped my sanity. I was really like flummoxed by the whole thing I was trying to do before. Here's the reminder. If you have pics of the Wicked Wisteria, you should post them. I'm going to do a whole review on the Wicked Wisteria. Especially now that I have the ink color in it. Man, it's sick. Sick. It would be great if the Sheen actor family launched an ink line. Oof. That might be too much Sheen. That might be too much Sheen. Instagram is where I look for your pics. I know. I just forget. All right, I'm trying to vamp until Mike comes on. I don't think I can make it, chat. Are we going to make it? What else? Y'all got to ask me questions or something because I'm losing my mind now. Now that I'm almost done, I'm like kind of checking out. If you couldn't tell. Oh my God, there's hippos on this channel. What are they doing? Sorry, now I'm just looking at other streams. Hippos with old TR. I gave one of my friends who's into just getting into stationery, but not into like what we do and doesn't know anything about Hippo Noto. Gave them one of my old Hippo Noto notebooks. Rip Tessa. Favorite undertone to match with blue black. Undertone as far as like a complementary ink on the page, or like what complementary like pen would I put that in? Where will you be selling your pens? I sell them on, I have a for sale page that I announce to members, Pentatic members first. And it's on the pentatic.com/for sale, which should be empty right now. Sheen or subcolor. So I like, if I'm using a blue black, I tend to like a bright blue with that as well. And then outside of that, red. What animal would you like to see as a holder? Like a Wolverine. That would be cool. Like a Wolverine holder. Or a skunk. Some kind of two-tone animal. Or like some colorful animal. Nah, not a koala. Which landscapes notebook do you use? Pretty much just Pano book. And I guess the Morima and Nemesines. Honey Badger was the first thing I thought of, Ferret Fawcett, but then I changed to Wolverine. Red Panda. That's a good one. Plus, they could do this, right, and hold the pen. What do you think the race of this weekend and the DQs? I thought Oh, I'm not supposed to talk about it since Jackie hasn't seen it. No spoilers. I do have thoughts. Let's just say I don't think they were applied evenly. I think that should handle everything. I just don't think they were applied. I question the process. I don't question the result. Yeah. Which of the sticky notes from earlier are you ordering? Probably the penguin, because I didn't know penguins had bee holes. And then probably the manta ray. How about that ALCS? I watched more of that series than all other series combined. It was so good. Penguins, for sure. And I wanted the Rangers to win. Sorry, Astros fans. I did want the Rangers to win, so it worked out. I want Rangers Diamondbacks World Series because that is the worst possible scenario for the numbers. I want chaos. Octopus would have. I do have an octopus thing here. Although I kind of want the if the Phillies play the Rangers, I don't know who I'd want to win. I kind of like them both. I mean, if it's not the Braves, there's very few teams that I dislike. So, by the way, trimming the Energel refilled worked on the prototype. Good. What race were you talking about? The Austin Coda F1 this weekend. That can't hold a pin? No, but they did say you could warm it up a little bit and adjust them. I'm just a little bit too scared to manipulate. Like, I could maybe get like one of the arms, like maybe, that one's pretty thick. Like this one right here, this one that's thinner, and get it like raised up so it could hold it. Like, this would be a good Hokoro, like dip nib holder, like this, right? That type of situation. Uh-oh, what did I? Probably the penguin. Uh-oh. No. You know, Twitch has stories now. Like, I'm not a stories person. I don't like the short format video. But I don't know why. Clips should just turn into stories, and that's what it should be. But I'm not going to start publishing, like, a lot of stories. I'm not going to say that word, Evan. You're trying to trick me. It's really annoying because you can't dismiss them. Really? Yuck. Twist two tarm. Oh, so it's rest. So it would be like. I'm just looking at the thickness of the arms, right? Some are thick. Like this one's like super thick, would be harder to bend. But like this one looks like really good. Like this one looks like the easiest to bend, like these two. Like these two, I can make a pin. Oh, look, it's a heart. We could raid Eric. I know. So I don't want to raid Eric because I don't want to put pressure on him for my emotes. I don't, even though it's not. Like that's the way I think. So we'll see. Yeah, heat them up a bit. I know, but there's some of them are like really thick. So it can be done. Like the maker said it can be done. So because someone asked her at the show, we got that at the Orlando show. Reminds me of shorts on YouTube. I actively unfollow channels who post like 90% shorts and then like 9 shorts per one video. I can't. My brain does not work that way. Like I'm not gonna click on all those shorts, and it just gets in the way of my feed. Like my subscription feed, when my subscription feed comes in there. I saw a pole dancer on Twitch the other day. There's lots of things on Twitch. Hot tub stream. How many Retro 51s are you up to now? Still on track for the Retro 51 box. I should count my retros. I haven't. The last retro I bought was the Pan Am. I'm trying to think if I bought one before that. Shorts are in their own box though. Yeah, except when I go to like the channel and like on the main page of the channel, then you got to click like on the videos tab. I don't know. It's a few extra clicks to get around some of them sometimes. I use an extension to remove shorts entirely. So yeah, I probably have a good 30 something retros still. At least 20. I'd have to count them. But I still have a bunch back here that I got to sell. I don't know. And see, like, I'll sell those on eBay. And that's why I haven't sold them yet. Maybe I won't sell them on eBay. If I don't sell them on eBay, it'll just make people mad. I should sell them in one group, one large group of pins. Especially with the holiday season, I have a bunch of the Christmas ones. They'll probably get mad at me if I sell them. All right, where's Mike? It's 12 o'clock. No, Mike. Sell them like you did the field notes. I mean, that's the best way to do it. It's just the longest. It's just the most like time-consuming way. That's probably what I'm gonna do. I'll just put them all out there for 99 cents and let them go. Let them rip. You could easily fit another Toyota there. I could. I just refuse to. That would not be healthy. I mean, I'm way past that anyway. Mike usually starts about 10 past. Gotcha. He's usually in here, though, beforehand. Like, chatting around. And so maybe he's got something going on today. Yeah, he might have something going on. So let's look at. So we got Kiritisa. My regular followers are Kiritisa, Eric. Oh, Celeryman. Celeryman's just coming on. So we'll let Celeryman get wound up. I see they just started, so they're probably in the intro. Let's see if there's any other stationary journaling planning. Journalize hectate is okay. We can listen to my wife on Belgian radio talking about the salary divide on Iceland. Oh, that's pretty cool. So there's Salaryman. Put that on mute. What did you say? We're not doing a Pentanek 200. Lies. All of you. Pentanek 133? Nay. Okay. Let's go raid Celeryman. Because I do need to get going, chat. I love y'all. I love y'all, but I can't hang out all day as much as I really want to. So tomorrow we are podcasting at our normal time, 10 o'clock, with Mike. Mike Hurley. Mike. And then we'll jump on for stream. We'll do a little stream after, see what's going on. Thursday, I have a really cool pen to look at that I got from Van Ness Pens. If you were on last week's, Hurley with 2 L's, yeah. If you were on last week's stream, you know what pen I bought for review. Co-working stream one afternoon. I mean, I really want to. I just end up not. We'll do it. I almost did it yesterday. I was like, I have so much work to do, but just like sit here and hammer out work. I should have just flipped it on, and that's all I was doing was sitting here working. Maybe. All right, let's go see Celeryman. They aren't active yet, but they're gonna be writing today, I'm sure. Do they have a title? I can't see it now. All right, we're going to go now. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Love your faces. Bye.